Big mouth strikes again. How are you? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Where are you? Where are you watching from? Day of the Gold, Michigan, Chicago. Love the Smiths. Yeah, still great, aren't they? Boston, America. All coming in from America. Uh, yeah, Golden Globes tonight, isn't it? Um, I I won't watch just because it'll be on at 3 a.m. my time. In fact, well, I never watch award shows unless I have to. If I'm at them, I have to sit through them, or if I'm hosting. Otherwise, I don't think I've ever sat through an award show. Maybe when I was a kid, so it might have been on telly. But it'd be tough. It'd be tough to, virtual and I don't know if there is a crowd. Are the people? Is there going to be the nominees there? I know there's presenters. They wouldn't miss it, would they? Pandemic. Oh God. Good. Well, I hope it goes well. I'm glad I'm not doing it, but I mean, it was bad enough when there wasn't a pandemic on. It ruined Christmas. This Christmas was ruined because of the pandemic. So that's 2 Christmases I've had ruined. One because I was writing jokes, and one because of couldn't see anyone. But we're coming out of it now. I hope you're all well. Should we do some questions? Bella, straight in with Bella. Would you rather wake up from a nap with both your ears inside out? Bella's a dog, in case you don't know. Or wake up with a dry mouth and your top lip stuck to your teeth all day? Well, that's happened. Dehydration in the middle of the night is a big thing. It's a big recurring theme. Never mind the wine, all the wheeze. More wheeze per night now. As I get older and older. The cat wakes me up more often than Ollie did. At least twice, I'd say. Just it walking over you. Oh, fucking hell. So I'm always tired. Thank God I haven't done work for a year. Bit sweaty, had a bath. Put a little cardi on, but it was too hot. Oh, you saw. Right. I think I can't turn my ears inside out. So I'd have to go for the dry mouth and start. It looks like I'm doing Humphrey Bogart, doesn't it? I wish I could turn my ears inside out. There's nothing to turn inside out really, except those bits. Freya, which person influenced your career the most? Oh, well, lots all the way through life. You know, from an early age, your parents, your siblings, being funny, trying to make your family laugh, kids at school, things on telly, anything that, an English teacher that told me to just write about what I know. A long-term influence, probably someone like Chris Guest, because I loved his stuff, and then he sort of became a friend and a bit of a mentor early days, and we got a mutual love of Lauren Hardy, who are a big influence, obviously, people I don't know. So I'd have thought, in general, for someone who's done it themselves, and I know, and influenced me and helped in some ways. I mean, even though I've never spoken to him, he influenced me. Just that silly naturalism that he did. So yeah, I'd say him. Good question, that. Gail, thanks for all you do. I've been a vegetarian for 7 months, thanks to you. Well done. My question for Ricky's Bollocks. That's the name of the show. I saw. They're not talking to various body parts. It was a hashtag I used, talking bollocks, so I could find people's questions. Thanks for all your questions. Again, I'm not going to get to 1/10 of them, but so apologies if you sent one in again and didn't get it answered. But I hope you enjoy my answers to the ones I answer. Anne's husband, in Afterlife, yeah, lady on the bench, Penelope Wilton, was named Stanley Oliver on his headstone. Is this a tribute to Laurel and Hardy? Yes. And if so, do you put tributes, etc., in other shows? Sometimes you will. Sometimes you put in little, not even in jokes really, but names that are people you mix and match. It's not because they're like that person. It's because it's, two real names fused together or something. Or I told you the other day that Andy Millman, Millman Road was where my mum we used to get off the bus to change buses in Reading for the dentist when I was little. So, see, and that was probably a big thing when I saw Millman Road when I was a kid, because I was going to the dentist. So it meant something to me. There's no influence. There's no reason that carries over, except that things go in and then they come out. And sometimes you're not. You're never in charge of your ideas. They just come to you. So your job is to sieve them out, really, and keep the best ones. But yeah, I do little names from the past. I do that in stand-up as well. Like if I'm telling a story, it's a true story, but I don't want to use the real name, I might make up a name from 2 other names. So they're 2 names from my childhood, but that person who I'm talking about can't go, yeah, that's me, because you don't want to embarrass anyone, or not that I'd say anything terrible, but yeah, there's lots of little bits and pieces along the way. Gunner, here he is. Of all the Smokey and the Bandit films, which one was your favourite? You know what, wait, I couldn't choose. Would you want a 1977 Pontiac Trans Am like Bandits? Was that oh no, it was the big red car with a stripe down. Am I getting that mixed up with Starsky and Hutch? I'm going to be honest, Gunnar. I honestly, I'm sure I might have watched one, but it's not. I wouldn't, if I was on Mastermind, Smokey and the Bandit films would not be my specialised. Is that There's one famous film, Burt Reynolds film, where he put the outtakes in at the end of the film, which I really liked when I was a kid. I thought it was really cool. I don't know if that's Smokey and the Bandit or not. That's Gunner's dad's dream car. I can't name one. I'm sorry. I like Smokey and the Bandit 1. Never thought I'd be asked that question. Bird on a Mission. After the Golden Globes speeches and the huge success of Afterlife, where we're taught how to be bulletproof in the face of adversity, yeah, do you think that inadvertently you've become somewhat of a social justice warrior? With your I don't give a fuck attitude? Hope not. I don't think I'm a social justice warrior. Maybe for animals, non-political, and stupidity. I try and keep it fair. Not that that does you any good. If the fairer you try to be on Twitter, the more balanced, the more you try to see both sides of the argument, the more you're hated by both sides because you're not 100% on their side. So you literally can't win. There is no value to being logical and you know, really tolerant, properly liberal, right? Because both sides want to fight and they want to bring down. They're not listening to the argument or the principle. They just want to win the argument. Where likes and retweets are more important than actually being right within yourself. So I hope I'm not. I wouldn't want to be a social justice warrior unless it's for, you know, actual, you know, a no-brainer. You know, stop bullfighting. Who's going to argue with that? Well, bullfighters, I guess. I don't give a fuck attitude. I don't think I have a I don't give a fuck attitude. I think I do give a fuck. I really do. But you've got to be quite militant about your right to give your opinion. And that's controversial these days. Even standing up for your right to speak seems to suddenly be controversial. Like there's this thing that goes around about because freedom of expression means you could say something nasty, we should curb freedom of expression. That doesn't make any sense to me. Both sides should be fighting for freedom of speech. That's the one thing that whatever side you're on, you should fight for. And I'm suspicious of people who don't like freedom of speech because that makes me think they don't want to hear something or they don't want other people to hear something. You know, that's all rights come from freedom of expression. They're all based on it. This new thing that you know, you might say something that upsets someone, so you shouldn't say it. That's ludicrous. I mean, I suppose that is a I don't give a fuck attitude there, but I'm right. Good question. Titch. I once heard that an owner who had lots of cats died, and then the cats ate her. I think I might have heard that. I don't know if it's true. I mean, if they were locked in and they were starving, they might try and chew a bit of something. Do you think if you and Auntie died, fucking hell, Titch, that Pickles would then eat you both? Definitely not. She hasn't got the killer instinct. She couldn't. She'd lay on us, I think. I think that's warm for a while. Then when we got cold, she'd go, this isn't working. Would all cats revert to eating anything? Maybe. I mean, I'd have thought most cats would be the same. I don't know. If they literally couldn't get anything else, would they eat the owner? Maybe. Be tough though, wouldn't it? Because their food is sort of quite soft. I know they can chew a mouse up, but I mean, what are they gonna start on? I don't want to think. Ollie Afterlife. Talking of which, despite the length of your testicles, we can't deny the fact that Ricky's Bollocks is coming to an end very soon. Nicely done. Do you have any advice on how to cope with saying goodbye to something you've loved during doing and saying goodbye to people who've enjoyed interacting with? Well, it's not the end, is it? I'm still going to be on Twitter. I'm still going to do other things. I might do the odd one. People still tweet me. It's not like I'm dying. Well, I am. We all are. It's very slow. You know what I mean? it's, you know, don't worry about it. Watch the old ones. I'll do something else. Go to go to work. do something else. No, I've loved these. I've loved these. I must have done like, I think it was Ollie Afterlife that worked out. If I did one on the 17th of March, that would be a whole year. So that's possible. I do start pre-production on the 8th, so I can't promise. But if I can do another couple after that, I will. And a whole year, and that's at least 2 a week. And I was doing like one every day for the first month, so I've done 250 at least, half hours. I mean, I did a billion. I'd done 1,000,000,000 free minutes of views like a couple of months ago, so I don't know what I've done now. But I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it. I sort of look forward to it. Even though it's a chore and I'm terrified I'm going to forget a cat or a dog's question. Oh dear. Leopold, we're flying through, aren't we? Leopold and Loveday. One of our favourite episodes of Derek is the cabaret show. Yeah, that's fun. Duran Duran seems an unlikely favourite band for Kev. How did that idea come about? And do you need the band's permission to use their music in a show? I can't remember why we chose Duran Duran. I just think it was a funny. I think because it was like, you know, a glamorous band. Like from the 80s to now, they're still sort of cool and well dressed, and do you know what I mean? So it was an unlikely band to be able to recreate with Derek, Kevin, old people. So that might have been it. Do you need their permission? Yeah, to use their music. I mean, it usually doesn't get to the artist because there's blanket agreements, and then you go to a publisher. But I mean, I'm sure they could have said, "Do not." They could have called their publisher and said, "Under no circumstances, let Kev from Derek use one of our songs." But usually, I doubt they know or care, and they get paid. I'm pretty sure they'd have liked it. So yeah, I imagine they've got a sense of humour. Also, it was affectionate, wasn't it? It was sort of flattering. There's one of them doing. I think at one point, Kev says, Nick Rhodes, generally considered to be one of the most handsome men in the world. He goes, "Look at that. It's a chicken on a keyboard." So it's flattering. So many people have found Derek since Afterlife. They've just because I suppose how many people watched Afterlife is mental, and most of them probably hadn't seen Derek because it was a smaller show, particularly around the world. When we put Derek on Netflix, I think they had like 70 million subscribers. Now they've got 200 million subscribers, and that's just accounts. So, I mean, I don't know how many people are in each household watching each account. So they've, 400 million people probably got access to watching Netflix shows now. So if you think how many people have watched Afterlife and then recommended Derek, so yeah, it's a lovely resurgence. So thank you for watching Derek. Joey, here we go. You awaken to find a nose boop can initiate a superpower. I mean, I call like people like Sam Harris and discuss philosophy and morality. and then I answer questions like this, like magic nose boops. Do you know this? You sort of get me at like rock bottom. No pride, no ego, and I scrabble around. I make sure I'm never fucking late for this. Not a penny. Do you know how much half hour my labour is? Usually, it's mental. Which of the following do you choose to have and why? Teleportation, that'd be good. Telekinesis, oh, that'd be good. Moving shit around, just going like that. Just like that. Just, you see someone who annoys you, then you see a dustbin, you just go, phew, and the dustbin just smacks them in the face. I've kept it light. Teleportation, that'd be fucking great, wouldn't it? I just go, oh no, I'm meant to be in New York. That'd be amazing. Telepathy. I mean, everyone tells me what they think of me already. It's like, if I had telepathy, right, there'd be someone walking along the street and I go, what are they thinking, right? Do you mean that I can make them know what I'm thinking, or just I hear what they're thinking? So they're walking on the street and they go, oh, there's that fat twat from the office. And they get to me and I'm about to tell them I know what they're thinking. And they go, oh, you're the fat twat from the office. And I go, yeah, on you go. So it would, there'd be no advantage to me there. Or I can just make people think shit. It's not as good as, like, I can make someone think, right? Instead of, I can't make the dustbin go and smack him in the face, but I can make someone think I should go and headbutt that dustbin. That's what would be good, wouldn't it? It'd be a lot of people I don't like's faces hitting dustbins, basically. I reckon it's got to be teleportation, hasn't it? Whizzing round without them to queue. Like Jumper, that's a film. Jumper is like the ultimate aeroplane movie. I think that they do that. He can just go, and he'll be on Ayers Rock or something. Teleportation, easy. Mum and Sherlock. How and why did you come up with the character Derek? See, everyone loves Derek. Is the body language based on own feelings or by observing characters you've met? Do you think Derek's behaviour and gestures speak to something inside all of us that we tend to hide? Sort of, yeah. I wanted him just honest, childlike, with no frills. Didn't care about anything. He didn't care about fashion or hair, or he just said what was on his mind, and he just, yeah, as Kev said, he took the only shortcut that works, and that's kindness. So I liked him being in awe of everything as well. I like that childlike quality of people being in awe. There's so much cynicism, people trying to be cool, going on not liking stuff. I hear it, people say things like, oh, so-and-so's bringing out another album. Oh, God, I wish I was dead. I was thinking, well, one, don't exaggerate. Two, it doesn't affect you. It's not like whoever it is coming around your house, tying you up and making you listen to their new album. It's a nonsense. It's just like, so I like people who like stuff. Do you know what I mean? I like people who aren't afraid to say, I like this, or I'm in awe of simple things. I'm in awe of fucking trees and moss. I love it. The smell of the woods, a dog, these simple, amazing pleasures. And I wanted to put that in Derek because he likes stuff. Everything's positive. So I suppose that was I don't know. Is that escapism? Did I do that to combat a cynical, horrible, combative, nasty world with people who just want to bring people down to win? Just the horrible, like the stuff on Twitter. There's always someone who just has to do a horrible. I see the most innocuous tweet, someone saying, "Oh, da, 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 someone's got to go." Oh, do you know what I mean? Someone says, "Oh, look at this lovely flower," and they go, "What about the bombings?" You go, "What? What?" I wasn't talking. You get in trouble for not tweeting about something. Like someone's gone through 10 years ago, he's never tweeted about this issue. What? He hates pandas. I don't. I just haven't done a tweet about pandas recently. Good question, that. Tiana, you've awoken to find yourself in a parallel universe where no one knows you, and David Brent and your other characters don't exist. What do you do? Rewrite them and become famous again, or live a different life out of the spotlight? That's a great question. But I've got loads of questions about this. You see, so have I got my life somehow? Have I got my life, but I did it in banking, but I've got all this and all the same everything. I wouldn't mind, but that'd be fun to write it again. You know, isn't that a film? I haven't seen it, but he discovers the Beatles don't exist, so he writes all the songs for the Beatles. So if I went online with that, there was no David, I go, well, I just might as well, yeah, that would be funny. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's funny. Uh, it would be tempting, wouldn't it? If I was happy, if I had everything I had now, the happiness um, would I go through it again? Probably not. And I look like this. Could I do? I couldn't be David Brent, could I? I'm nearly 60. That'd be too sad. Good question, that. Oh, that makes you think, doesn't it? Louise, is there anything that pushes you outside your comfort zone? And if so, how do you prepare for it? In addition to that, what is the most out of character thing you've ever done? Well, the first thing that springs to mind is hosting the Golden Globes. It's a mental thing to do. Didn't have to do it, never had to do it. Like 10 years ago, I remember I felt, why am I doing this? 200 million people watching. What if I fluff it? What if I say something horrendous? What if I go out there with a little wee stain on my tuxedo? So that is fucking miles out. Even though it seems like that's what I do, it's not really. That's not really what I do. I don't write, I don't usually write those sort of one-liners in front of the people. I don't really sort of go for it. There's the reality to it. In stand-up, I get to practice. I do my own thing. I tell anecdotes. So even though it looks like part of my job, it's very, very different to everything else that I do. And I sort of did it the hard way as well. I didn't have like a team of writers and reading auto cue. I tried to do it like a stand-up, so I made it sort of twice as hard for myself. I could have had an easy life and been safe. So that made me. I pushed myself. I thought, all or nothing. Go out in a blaze of glory. So the mad pressure, and then with no reason, I could only lose. It felt like I could only come off worse. And there was touch and go when I thought, well, that has happened. But then you think, well, no, actually, for all these people that go, this is disgusting, there's a swell of people that go, oh, fucking hell, I'm glad he said that. And, honesty eventually wins, I think. Bravery and honesty eventually wins. The ones to complain first, that's what they do. So all the bad shit you see first. Like after a gig, you come on Twitter, you go, fucking hell, blah, blah. And then that goes away. And then most normal people go, it was good. It was all right. You know, you did a good job. So, yeah, don't listen to the loud, shouty, tiny minority in life. Most people are normal and nice. Louise, oh my God, we've run out of time. Oh, is there anything that pushes you up? Oh, I've done that. That was Louise, sorry. Dougal, bonjour. I am motivated by praise. When I do something good, Dougal's a French bulldog. When I do something good, I get a pat, a scruffle, and sometimes a tasty treat. If you do something good, like Afterlife or Derek, does Jane pat you on the head and tell you you're a good boy? Yeah, probably not literally. Yeah, we're all like that, Dougal. We all want praise. We all want someone to go, good job. Don't need it all the time. But everyone's like that. Everyone. That's why being nice is such a superpower, because it works. It just works. Just one kind word, and it puts a skip in people's step. So yeah, we all just not too much. We don't want it, people shouting through your letterbox, but now and again, it's nice to say something. Did a good job there, mate. Cheers. Right, last one. Keena, I find Finch from The Office annoying. How do you create annoying characters? What's the thought process? I just think I know what annoys me, and it's lots. And I know how to annoy people. I'm really good at that. And that's the right attitude, really. You've got to be annoyed, but that's what they're there for. I remember Finch thinking this to show when people thought that David Brent was a bit of a twat in the first couple of episodes. Finch was invented to show people, well, actually, he's bullying the bloke that we thought was a bit of a twat. Brent's not so bad, because at least he's not nasty. The psychiatrist in Afterlife, he's meant to show what narcissism is. What's the worst job you could be a narcissist? It's you're meant to be caring for other people. So those things are there to annoy you. They're meant to think, oh, this is the wrong way to do it. We're over time. What a joy. I'm really going to miss these people. Thanks again. What day is it? Sunday. See you Wednesday. A few more. Should old acquaintance. Like that. Be nice to animals. Alexa, play Ooh La La by David Brent. It's a happy tune. Hey Siri, play Ooh La La by David Brent. Tattoo bye, everyone. Tattoo bye.